Good evening and welcome to Henry County Schools Family Connect. I'm Monica Hatchett, your host for the evening. Before we get started tonight, we have some important reminders for families. Remember, next Monday is Labor Day, September 4th. That is not a school day. That's a day for families to spend at home with one another. So we expect to see our students on Tuesday the 5th instead. Also, families, if you have not completed your InfoSnap updates, this is really important. Students need to have updated information in our cafeterias, for bus routes, updated contact information for parents in case of an emergency, but also our InfoSnap updates include things like whether your child can be photographed and put in the yearbook or in the newspaper if that were the case for their school. So it's important to get these updates done. If you haven't completed them and you need to do so, please contact your school this week so that you can get the most up-to-date information in our system to make sure that your students are safe. Tonight, we're very excited to talk with you about what our students are doing and specifically what you'll see your students learning this fall in elementary school. And in the coming weeks, we'll also talk about middle and high school. But tonight I have our elementary expert with me. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself and tell us about the school where you work.
Okay, my name is Dina Ramsey and I teach third grade at Sanville Elementary School.
And if you've been to Sanville, you know Ms. Ramsey's class is great fun and a place where learning is always happening. So Ms. Ramsey, tell us a little bit about what parents can expect to see their students learning every day from August to December. What are the skills that they get?
Okay, skills in third grade, for reading especially, you have to be a really fluent reader. If we have problems in that area, we really work on that really hard and fast at the beginning because fluency is so important. Once the fluency component comes together, we work on reading comprehension a lot in third grade. Main ideas, making sure they understand what they read, and comprehension is a big component. In math, we work a lot on number and number sense, place value, and things like that, and memorizing those addition and subtraction facts.
Now, as a parent, if I want to help my child to prepare for reading every day, I've heard of Daily 5. Maybe we've been exposed to it a little bit. Tell me about Daily 5 and what my student experience is there.
Okay, in Daily 5, we do 10-minute focus lessons. And then the students go out and do some independent work on their own. They do read to self, and that's normally a 10 to 12 minute time where they go out and they have books on their level and they read during that time. They also do work on writing. They do word works and read to a partner. So we send them out and they get to pick what they would like to do and the order they want to do it in. And so you have children all over your room working independently while you're working with smaller groups. And then you pull them back together for those 10-minute focus lessons.
And from observing, I've seen a lot of students enjoying that relaxed atmosphere,
Yes.
reading in a comfortable environment. Some teachers
Yes.
have bean bags, some students lie on the floor, some sit in a desk as they would traditionally, but they have a lot of flexibility during that time.
Yes.
Do you think that makes a difference in the way students process their reading?
Yes, I think it helps them because they're comfortable. It's how they want to learn. And it also is important to let them choose which activity they're going to do. You know, you might have some doing read to self, you might have some doing work on writing, and they get to pick and they like that choice.
And reading stamina is really important. Building
Yes.
that stamina from day one. Teachers work on that with our students. They talk about what stamina is and what that means for each of them. Maybe give us some examples of how you've worked with your students to begin to build their stamina 2.5 weeks into school.
We start out as a whole group and we give examples of how you should be reading. Third grade does sustained silent reading, SSR. And we give examples of appropriate or the correct way to do it. And then we also give examples of the incorrect way. And then I let them pick their spot and I send them out throughout the room and I basically have a timer. And if someone breaks that stamina, if someone's not reading and doing something else, then I call them all back together and we graph our reading stamina so we can see on a daily basis if it's getting better or if we need to continue to work on it.
And so if I'm a parent wondering where my child should be, about how long should a third grader be able to read to themselves?
A third grader, normally we give them whatever their age is. So about 8 minutes, especially at the beginning of the year, but by Christmas we're hopefully they're getting up to that 10 to 15 minute period.
And do students read a certain amount of books in a week in SSR, or is it still very much their choice?
It's their choice, and we also we work up into hopefully a 15 or 20 minute period time, and then at the end of that time we give them a sheet for accountability. They might have to write a summary that tells us what their book was about, or they might have to fill out a sheet that tells us the characters and the setting, so that we make sure that they are actually reading during that time.
And in addition to the crucial skill of reading, our students are learning so many other things at the beginning of the school year as well.
Yes.
There's a lot of character education, character development that goes on at the beginning of the year. We were fortunate this year to receive a grant from the Lions Club, and our guidance counselors are using what's called Lions Quest with students. What are some other ways that our classroom teachers are encouraging the character and citizenship development of our students?
We worked on citizenship a lot, and we really spent a lot of time on letting them act out examples with a friend. We talked about the responsibilities of a good citizen, and then in my class I gave them time to pair up with someone, and they would show us an example of what a good citizen was doing, and the rest of the boys and girls would have to figure out what it was. So acting things out and like that really helps them to remember what those good citizens do.
All right, and so they've been practicing, they've been learning. It's almost time for them to take a test. If I'm a parent and I want to help my child prepare for a test in elementary school, what does that need to look like at my house?
I know I taught second grade for 23 years. I have moved to first grade now. And in second grade, and I think third grade is very similar, we prepare at school. We also send home a study guide with information on it and about a week before that test is going to be. And I always tell my parents, don't drill. Try to make it fun. Do matching activities. Do games, and I try to meet with parents who are struggling with that, because that's a big step in second and third grade, is to prepare for those tests. And I try to meet with those parents and give them some examples of some games and things like that they can make, so that the child's studying but they don't realize they're really studying, and try to make it fun.
And that's really important. When we come back from our break, we're going to talk more about what families can do to reinforce what their students are learning at school every day.
Your face tells a story, one that is uniquely yours. Our desire is to help you recapture your natural beauty. I'm board certified through the Academy of Aesthetic Medicine and specialize in the treatment of wrinkles, facial sagging, uneven skin tone, dark spots, acne, and other scars. For our clients, we create an exclusive treatment plan using non-surgical cosmetic procedures and medical strength skincare to help you to age gracefully and to look and feel your personal best.
It's the summer clearance event at Blue Ridge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For a limited time, get our lowest price on all models. And we're paying you to come test drive a new vehicle. You'll get $1 for every mile you drive from your home to the dealership. Drive a new Ram truck and you'll save up to $13,000. Or drive home a new Cherokee and save up to $6,000. Plus, get our exclusive warranty forever on all our vehicles. Blue Ridge Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Martinsville, across from the Speedway on Greensboro Road. Also, shop with us online at theblueridgeway.com.
Piedmont Youth Soccer League Fall 2017 registration is now underway. PYSL Rec Soccer is open to any children ages 3 to 18. The registration deadline is August 15th, then games begin on September 9th with the season ending October 28th. You can register online at pyslsoccer.net or call the Smith River Sports Complex at 276-638-5200. Also, be sure to find the Piedmont Youth Soccer League on Facebook for updates about on-site registration dates and times. Sign up today and join the largest youth sports league in Martinsville, Henry County.
Elite Bookkeeping and Tax Service is locally owned and operated. Stop paying high franchise fees and CPA fees. Elite Bookkeeping is open year-round and, most of all, affordable. Elite can handle personal tax returns, self-employment, corporate, and more. Call today to meet a caring professional at 647-7100, located across from the Collinsville Post Office. Elite Bookkeeping and Tax Service, 647-7100.
Welcome back to Family Connect. Tonight we're talking about what our elementary school students and their families can do to ensure that all students reinforce the skills that they learn every day during the school. So today we're talking with Miss Ramsey from Samville. And Miss Ramsey, you gave us some really good ideas about what our students are learning during the school day. Tell us a little bit about what we should do every day when they get home.
I really like my parents, first of all, to just talk to their children. Ask them how their day went, ask them what they learned at school that day. Maybe ask them for the high moment, what was their favorite part of the day, and the low moment, what was the worst part of the day. I really encourage them. I ask my children to read 15 minutes every night. And I like them to read to their parents, but I also like the parents to sit down and read with their child. If you have an older child, you can read a chapter and they can read a chapter, and that way you're still modeling what a good reader sounds like and looks like. For math, practice those math facts, addition and subtraction math facts, and just in math especially some of the life skills like counting money and telling time, things that we use all the time as an adult. Even though the teacher might not be teaching that at the moment, just recognizing those coins and counting them and being able to tell time, get your child a head start on those skills.
And it's important to think about those practical skills. We actually have a lot of PTO family nights that occur in practical places for learning. Our students go to the grocery store and they have math scavenger hunts in Food Lion, for example. What are some ways that parents can apply that same concept to, say, maybe cooking at home or other activities that you may do as a family?
That's really good, especially for math. You have measurement, you have reading, they have to read the recipes. You can go into science, combining all the things together. Any activity that you can do with your child that's going to spend time with their family first of all, but also pull in those other math and reading skills is always helpful.
We also know that writing is a crucial skill for our students, and writing is becoming more and more interesting as students develop. Our older students are involved in social media, and the writing can be more abbreviated there because you're limited in your characters and your screens. What are some ways that parents can encourage writing at home?
I always encourage my parents, if you go on a trip or do something fun, take a hike out in the woods and come back and let their child sit down and write about it. Give them something. I know one of our activities we're doing tomorrow at school, they're bringing in something special to them, whether it's their teddy bear or I'm bringing in my special thing, and I'm going to model for them first of all how to brainstorm about that thing, and then we're going to the next day pick one thing about that special thing and we're going to write about it. Let them pick what they would like to write about, but writing is also very important.
And you have some good tips for us as well.
Yes.
Tips that families need to know for their students.
The first thing I thought about was make sure you attend your back to school night and your parent-teacher conference. Stay in touch with your teacher and your child's teacher, and that way they know what's going on, you know what's going on, and it makes them accountable if they know that you guys are having conversations together. Visit the school and its website. All Henry County schools have websites. Support homework expectations. Make sure when your child comes home every day, you ask them, do you have homework? I know at Sample we all use our planners or agendas, so make sure you look at those and sign those. Send your child to school ready to learn. Make sure they're well rested. Breakfast will be provided at school, so just make sure they get that sleep that they need. Know the discipline policy. Make sure you know what happens for good behavior as well as bad behavior. Just get involved. Talk to your teacher and say, is there something that I can do to help you? Also, make sure your child is at school every day, unless they're sick, unless they have a doctor's appointment. When they're not there, they miss a lot of verbal instruction and a lot of conversations, and that's hard to make up if you're not there. And again, conversations. Make time to talk to your child about what's going on at school.
And the attendance point, I think, is a very important one to make. It's hard to really compensate for what you've missed. And we're getting close to the midpoint for the first reporting period, which is almost hard to believe because it is still just August. But for our secondary schools, 3 weeks in, they'll get a midterm report or an interim report. And for elementary, 4.5 weeks in. So we're getting close to that time. That's a great time for parents to take a step back, look at how their child's performing, contact the teacher. There's not a formal parent-teacher conference at that time, but that's a great time to reach out to the teacher, talk about ways that we can partner to make sure our students are getting what they need. One of the things we talked about during the break, so I want to make sure we don't forget to talk about, was playing games with your students and the strategic thinking and the method of thinking that they develop by playing games. Over the course of our children's lives, they might play a lot of different games, but even if you don't enjoy reading or you don't enjoy math at home, you might enjoy sitting down and playing a game with your student.
Yes.
We think about them wanting to play video games and things like that, but a board game or some other game where they have to execute strategy is a great way to help them develop critical thinking skills. What are some of the ways that we use those every day, or our students will use those every day?
We use them a lot when we're playing math or doing math. We do a lot of math games. And simply being able to take your piece or whatever you are moving and being able to count and move it around the board. Boys and girls that haven't had the experience of playing board games have to start from that very beginning. And it's really funny, you can tell a difference real quickly in the children and the ones that have and the ones that haven't, but either way, they're always excited. When you pull the board game out and the dice out, they're very excited to be able to play during that math time.
When we come back, we're going to wrap up with a few announcements and important things that parents need to remember about working with their elementary students at home.
Are you, or someone you know, a person with a disability? Do you feel like no one understands? Well, there's hope. Disability Rights and Resource Center is here for you, offering services and assistance with independent living skills, peer counseling, home modifications, and much, much more. You're not in this world alone. Our professionally trained staff can help. Call 540-482-0752. You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville.
It's the Bottom Line Sales Event at Blue Ridge Nissan. For a limited time, get our bottom line price on all models. Plus, we're paying you to come test drive a new vehicle. You'll get $1 for every mile you drive from your home to the dealership. Come in today and get the bottom line price on a new Titan. You'll save up to $12,000. Or drive home a new Altima and save up to $6,000. Plus, get our exclusive warranty forever on all our vehicles. Blue Ridge Nissan in Martinsville, across from the Speedway on Greensboro Road. Also, shop with us online at theblueridgeway.com.
Sign up for pharmacy text alerts today. It's a simple, easy way to refill your prescription. Simply go online and register at www.refillrx.com or download the app to your smartphone. Getting your prescriptions just got easier at Family Pharmacy in Stanleytown, serving our community since 1996.
At Southern Virginia Properties, you will receive friendly, reliable service for all your real estate needs.
I really appreciated the patience and the time that Missy took with me and the flexibility into going to various houses, as well as being friendly and courteous and very professional.
I chose Marlene as Southern Virginia Properties, an excellent company, very professional. I wouldn't deal with anybody else.
Thank you. Car wash, car wash.
All American Auto Spa on Virginia Avenue in Collinsville. And don't forget, the Pet Wash is open 24/7.
Welcome back to Family Connect. Tonight we're talking with Ms. Ramsey of Samville Elementary School, and she's been sharing with us the important things that our students learn every day and ways our parents can support the students. Now, one of the things that we talked about during this last break was that parents maybe don't feel as comfortable as they want to with teaching reading to a student, but they still want to be involved in the classroom. Our school division will pay for the first 100 volunteers who come to work and commit to either being a mentor or a volunteer on a regular basis in a school. And that can involve things like reading with an individual student or sitting with a group of students at lunch and talking with them, just serving as a character mentor for them. But there are other ways that parents or family members can get involved as volunteers in school. What are some of the ways I can support teachers or students in the school as a volunteer, maybe if I don't feel so comfortable with instruction of reading?
I've had parents work with me before and just simply help with making copies, cutting out things for me, laminating things for me, anything like that helps a lot. Also having maybe a day where you could have several parents come in, and lots of times we do things, there's a little book called Reader's Theater, and it's almost like acting out the book, and you have like 3 or 4 different groups on 3 or 4 different reading levels, so it's very difficult for the teacher to get to all of those groups. So if you could have parent volunteers to come in and give each parent a group, and basically all they're doing is listening and practicing and improving that reading fluency, and that's always helpful. Math, flashcards, math games, just playing with them, anything like that would help a lot also.
There is always something that can be done at a school, no matter what level it is. If you're interested in serving as a mentor or a buddy or a volunteer in any of our schools, please contact the school principal, or you can call our school board office at 634-4700 and learn more about how to become a volunteer or a mentor or a buddy in our school division. Some other announcements as we close tonight. Again, don't forget, next Monday is a school holiday. The InfoSnap enrollment that needs to be complete for your student for this school year should have already been done, but if you have not done that information update yet, please contact your school or talk with us about how we can help you do that online to make sure that your student is safe and has the most up-to-date information possible in the system. Additionally, there will be a college night for seniors held at Bassett High School on September 5th at 6 o'clock. This is a time for seniors and their family members to come in and learn all about the ins and outs of college and what it's going to take to get your student there, from the application process to the financial aid process and everything in between up to move-in day. Parents, you should have also received an email last week about accessing Parent Portal so that you can keep up with your students' grades and attendance online or through the app that you can download on your phone. If you have not been able to access Parent Portal yet and you have questions, please give us a call so that we can help you to make sure that you have the most up-to-date information possible when it relates to your students' grades and performance in the classroom. And finally, a great motivation for teachers, students, and family members, September 6th is National Read a Book Day. We would love to have you come into our schools to volunteer and read with a group of students, but if you can't do that for us during the school day, we ask you to please make sure that you read a book with a student in the evening that day. National Read a Book Day is September 6th. We hope to see on social media all of the great books that our families are sharing. We hope each of you has a great week.
If you're looking for the best selection of trucks and SUVs in the area at a price that cannot be beat, then log on to autosbynelson.com and search our entire inventory right from your own home. We have the names you want: Ford, Mazda, Chevy, Subaru, Toyota, Honda, and more. All makes, all models from every lot. Competitively priced and ready to move. Search our entire inventory right from your mobile device. You can even schedule a service appointment or apply for financing, all at autosbynelson.com.
You're watching BTW 21, your neighborhood network, the pride of Martinsville.
My family and I and our staff would like to say thank you for the last 20 years of being able to serve you. If you're having any back problems, neck problems, headaches, we'd like to help you. I'm here Monday through Friday to serve you. Give our office a call. 632-3334. If you're ready to stop the pain, call Hill Chiropractic Center, 1141 Memorial Boulevard.
I'm Danae Thompson, a pharmacist here at Chatham Family Pharmacy, where we have a full range of prescription and non-prescription products, nationally certified pharmacy technicians, and can offer you friendly service with a minimal wait and the lowest prices in the area. We offer compliance packaging, free delivery up to 10 miles, and are conveniently located on Highway 29 in Tight Squeeze Plaza. So stop by and find out how we can help you and your family be healthy at Chatham Family Pharmacy.
Bingo! Family fun for everyone. Fontaine Rowiton Bingo every Tuesday night. Win cash prizes. Doors open at 5:30. Games start at 7. Visit Fontaine Rowiton Club online or on social media for updates, prize amounts, and more. Proceeds benefit our community, scholarships, and local school children. Fontaine Rowiton Club, 1903 Joseph Martin Highway, Martinsville.
Clarence's Steakhouse is more than just a steakhouse. We have breakfast, lunch specials 7 days a week with dine-in and carry-out orders. We have served our community for over 45 years, and we treat every customer just like family. So whether you want a fresh-cut steak or all-you-can-eat fish every Friday night at Clarence's, just stop by and be part of the Clarence's family. Clarence's Steakhouse is located at 6636 Greensboro Road in Ridgeway.
When it comes to something as important as your home's electrical work, call on your friends at Shively Electric Company. We're proud to have been serving this community for over 40 years. We're the people that you greet at the grocery store, we're the people that you worship with at church, and then we're the people that have fun at local community events. We've been here with you from day one. We'll be here with you when you need us. So for all of your electrical needs, call on your friends at Shively Electric Company.
Hearing healthcare has changed forever. Life as you know it will never be the same. An all-new approach will let you hear 30% better in difficult environments with all-new patented technologies working in harmony with your brain. This new technology has created less effort, more recall, and a better ability to understand in difficult environments. This truly changes everything. Call us today for more information on these new technologies. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.